What is up, everybody? Benjamin from Retro Marmot Pops here. I am back. I'm so sorry, guys, that I have taken a bit of a break. I'll just say this. I have had a ton going on recently in my life that's just prevented me from putting the channel at a higher priority. So, you know, I'm glad to say, though, that things are organized. They're worked out in my life right now, and I can move back into creating more consistent content for you guys. So thank you so much for the patience. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below. Now, here's the thing. I'm at the mall today. I have a couple of things going on. First off, I've put some pops on hold at Pop City, my favorite place in probably the world. And then there's some other really cool stores here. The main thing I'm looking for is that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Shinobu from Demon Slayer. It was a box lunch pop. I am 2 days late to this just because I've been, you know, I've had work and things going on. I have not been able to go look, but I'm hoping that it's there. So let's go see what we find. All right, here we go on the hunt. And guys, I do want to say I do apologize for being so absent recently. You know, it's kind of hard when you run a YouTube channel. It's a small one for sure, but it's hard when you're not making money from it because I have to prioritize the things in my life that do make money. And so sometimes I have to step back, but you know what? I'm back to doing what I love. Here's this cool Lucario pop that I saw, and I have been thinking about that, but you know, I kind of want the... It's like a pearl one. I don't know what they call it, pearlescent. There's like a Pokemon shop exclusive one that I'm waiting out for. So then I found this cool flocked chrysanthemum. That's sweet. If you liked Boba Fett, then good on ya. But chrysanthemum is pretty cool. Then I got looking at these ad icons plus some sports pops. I did really like this slush puppy. I honestly just thought this thing was really, really cool. And then plus, I think I flipped it around here. The back, just the design on the pack is just really colorful and looks really cool. So I was really drawn to that. I think that's awesome. Then got looking down here at the sports pops, a lot of basketball. This retro Shaquille O'Neal is really sick from the Magic. Then we also got this Vince Carter. I'm a big Vince Carter fan. I still remember when he jumped over that 7-foot guy in the Olympics. Like, just absolutely iconic, incredible. He dunked over it. It was amazing. Then Devin Booker and of course Allen Iverson, one of the greatest of all time.
What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
Had to throw that clip in. It's totally taken out of context, but it's still really funny even to this day. Then I got looking at this Grail case. They had this Jason Kelsey. You know what? Here's my thought, though. Why would you get Jason Kelsey when you can just get this guy right here for $13? They're basically the same pop, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, got looking on. We had this Hello Kitty chase, which I've never seen before. Not for me, but it's cool. Then there's this other Grail case. I think these are a little bit more high-end. And yeah, looking through, there's some pretty awesome stuff here, like this Paul Atreides. I love this. It is a little damaged. That's the thing. I've seen the box. It's damaged, and it is a little bit more than I wanted to spend today, but still cool. This limited piece count Doctor Strange from Comic-Con is awesome. Captain America as well. He-Man. Just really cool stuff. And of course, I've been looking at Baxter Stockman for months, literally months. Then here's their mega Grail case. This stuff is just wild. I will say they are kind of holding out right now. They have their anniversary coming up, their 3-year anniversary. So shout out to Pop City for that. That's amazing. But they're holding some heavy Grails for that. So right now they kind of just have a few out on the floor, like these Haunted Mansion ones. This baby Milo is crazy. That thing is just wild flocked. That Spider-Man chase. Then they have some protos. It's always crazy when you see a proto. It's just always really cool. One day I'll get one, but just waiting for the right time. Then they have this really cool Godzilla display. I have to shout this thing out because I love Godzilla. I'm a big Godzilla fan, and this is just so cool. These pops are awesome. I love this display case. Alright, so I actually just picked up 2 pops at Pop City. One that I was not anticipating. So that's cool. I'll show you in a minute. And we're going to Hot Topic and Box Lunch next. Now on to Hot Topic. I didn't see a ton here that was really crazy, but they did have these new Deadpool and Wolverine pops, which are cool. There's Deadpool with, well, it's Kid Pool, I think is what it's called. Then Deadpool with little baby pool. I don't know. They just have the new pops, which are cool. Then some Hot Topic exclusive stuff over here. They have that new Spider-Man. That Batman that I show here in just a second is pretty cool. Then again, some more SpongeBob with the ripped his pants one. That's pretty funny. Then this thing is awesome. Such a cool pop. I'm not going to pick it up for my personal collection, but I think, honestly, such a cool design. Now on to box lunch, one thing I will note is that I did see the Caveman SpongeBob pop behind the counter. Didn't get it, didn't show it, but it was still cool to see, so I'll mention that. Then some of the stuff I did see, this cool Pebbles pop is pretty sweet. Then Grizz from the Memphis Grizzlies, that's a pretty cool mascot. I'm waiting for him to make a Jazz Bear, but they haven't done it yet. Then some new Avengers pops. I won't be getting any of those, but they're pretty cool. I would probably get a Nikola Jokic if I didn't hate the Nuggets, but it's cool. Okay, not gonna lie, I despaired at box lunch for a second because I didn't have what I wanted, but I asked them, and it turns out they had one in the back, so I'm really stoked. Let me go home and I will show you what I got. All right, what is up, everybody? I am back from the hunt. Gotta say, this small little morning hunt that I did actually turned out to be pretty successful, I'll say, so let's get into it. Now, I went over to my homies at Pop City this morning. I gotta say, those guys are great. Every Saturday morning, I watch their live stream that they do. They show off all the new stuff that they got throughout the week. And then I will text one of the guys who works there, Dale, shout out to you. Thank you so much for hooking me up all the time. And I will let him know the things that I want to put on reserve. And then I come later that day and pick them up. So that's what I did today. I saw one thing, well, actually a couple of things. Decided not to go with one of them because it was actually going to be for my brother-in-law. It was a Charizard pop. The box was a little damaged, and he decided to pass on it, which I can't blame him. It was kind of ugly. It was like right in the front. But anyway, I did end up picking up two things from them. One that I planned on and one that I did not plan on picking up. All right, the first pop I picked up from Pop City is actually, it's nothing too crazy, but it's something I did decide that if I ever saw it, I would pick it up. And that is the Funko Shop exclusive limited edition Cap'n Crunch Jean Lafoot, which is very funny. So I picked this one up mostly because I have a Cap'n Crunch back here. You can probably see it up on the wall above my computer screen. And I just thought that this would be really funny to go with it. And I think it's a pretty cool mold. And it's really not an expensive pop. Like, this does not go for a lot of money. So I had some store credit, decided to use it. And I'm happy I did because it's a really funny one. I'm happy I have it. All right, next one I picked up from Pop City. This is one I was not planning on picking up today. Actually, it's funny because I was just on a vacation, I want to say last week, and we were at this pool, and they had one of these machines there, and me and my wife were joking about it because, you know, I was telling her, like, oh, look, it's you, and she was saying, oh, no, that's you. And so I walked into Pop City today, and I saw it, and I had to get it. I FaceTimed my wife right after and showed her, and we were laughing about it. It is the Slush Puppy. This is the Flocked Target exclusive version. Hopefully you can see that. I'm tilting it down now. It's a little easier to see, I think, but I love this. I think it's really funny. They also have a really cool design on the back, just a Slush Puppy. But yeah, the only thing I thought would be cool, I was like, you know, how cool would it be if they did this flocked and scented? Because I know they have a scented version as well. I just think it'd be cool if they crossed those over. But in any case, this thing is awesome. I'm really happy to have it. It just reminds me of my wife, and I think it's pretty funny. All right, so this next one I did not get at Pop City, and honestly, it's a bit of a surprise to me that I got this at all. You guys know I was looking for the Shinobu Kocho San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pop this year. I was late. It released 2 days ago, as did all of the San Diego Comic-Con pops, and I had to work. Plus, I had the dog to watch and all this stuff going on, and I wasn't able to make it to my local box lunch, and honestly, I had counted it as a loss. I was like, there's no chance I'm going to be able to get it. But I walked into box lunch. I did not initially see it on the shelves. It was kind of a bummer. I was like, dang it, yeah, they sold out. Like, it's probably gone. But I decided to ask one of the workers just in case. And she was like, let me go talk to my manager. Walked over, talked to the manager. Came back to me and was like, let me go to the back. I'll be right back. And I was like, oh my gosh, no way. She walked to the back and walked right back out, and she handed me this. Here it is, Shinobu Kocho. Why they did not have this on shelves, I have no idea. But you know what? I don't really care because I got it. I am so stoked for this. I mean, you guys know me. I collect Demon Slayer. I love the show. Absolutely love the show. It's one of my all-time favorite TV shows. And I love the characters. I think Shinobu's a really cool character. If you don't know anything about her, she's the insect Hashira, and she uses this really cool sword that's like, it's so thin all the way up until the point, which has toxins that she herself makes, and she puts it on there, and that's how she fights. It's so cool. I do have the first Shinobu that they released. I think it's a Funko Shop exclusive. It's up there. I don't know if you can see it. I was really lucky, and I was able to get it that one time they sold it. Before it sold out, but I really wanted this too because, I mean, they've only made 2 pops of her, so I'm really happy I got it. This one is really cool. So there you have it. Those are the pops I picked up today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Do you believe in life after